Benet's Bloody Bits.
Welcome to Triple B. My name is Jason Benet, and today I'm doing an unboxing for my November Vinegar Syndrome subscription. It took a little bit longer than normal to get to me, but let's check this out. There's quite a bit here. All right, so we're going to take it from the top. The ones that I'm most excited to see first, and then kind of work my way down. The Keep. On this channel 3 months ago, I talked about how this was coming. Vinegar Syndrome has a deal with Paramount. The artwork got leaked. A lot of people online laughed at me, said, you don't know what you're talking about. Never going to happen. It happened. Here it is. So it's a 4K Blu-ray combo. There's the leaked artwork. There's a booklet that comes with it. It is the theatrical cut. It's a pipe dream to think we're ever going to get a work print cut, director's cut. The fact this came out at all is kind of a miracle because Michael Mann is not a big fan of his film that was released 40 years ago. But here we have it, man. The Keep. 4K Blu-ray combo with the booklet. Very excited to check that out. All right, Blood Tracks. This movie ticks all the boxes, checks all the box marks as far as 80s slasher films. Gore? Check. Violence? Check. Hot video vixens? Check. Nudity? Check. Lots of Hairspray and Aquanet, and yeah, 1985. Blood Tracks. There's not a lot of slasher films left from the 80s that haven't received a disc release. There are still out there like Home Sweet Home and Open House, but Blood Tracks, huge. This is a big deal. This is a lot of fun. Good amount of extras. Very good slipcover art. The artist here, she also, she goes by Suspiria Art. She does a lot of the artwork for Delirium magazine as well. A lot of the covers. Blood Tracks, very cool. Now we come to VSA, which is one of their sub-labels. Mindbenders. It just looks like 80s silliness, camp, sci-fi, horror hybrid. I'm all over this. I will be checking that out soon. I am a big DeGoster video fan. They've released quite a few films already, like Ripper. Now we have something from Trey Parker, and it's a trauma film, and it's Cannibal the Musical. I will be the first to admit, I am not the biggest fan of musicals, but I guess if you add gore and violence and stupidity and a booklet, I will give it a shot. Very hard box, thick, solid. Nobody does artwork and packaging like Vinegar Syndrome. Now we have a thriller. Mainstream cast, Bloodline. I do not know a lot about it, other than I wanted to see it. It just looked, just the cast alone, Omar Sharif, kind of these classic actors doing movies in their older age that are more like thrillers, kind of like Gregory Peck doing The Omen, William Holden doing Damien, The Omen 2. So that'll be cool. This has been one that people have been wanting for years. Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Diane Keaton, Richard Gere, kind of a risque story for a major studio. I want to say I've seen bits and pieces of it on cable, probably in the 90s, but I have not watched it from beginning to end. So in a way, I'm going in kind of cold, blind, not knowing too much about it. But this is a huge release. Rumor has it that music rights were holding it up. But who really knows the ins and outs and inner workings of distribution and legal rights and getting these things figured out? But again, a deal with Paramount. Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Now we have more solid packaging. Sliver. That is a 90s thriller with Sharon Stone. I really thought we were getting Jade from William Friedkin. I think that's going to come probably in 2025, but I was not right. Now we have Sliver, obviously made to capitalize on Sharon Stone's popularity with Basic Instinct, directed by Paul Verhoeven. I remember thinking this one's okay. If it wasn't part of my subscription, I probably wouldn't have picked it up as an add-on, but here we go. Now I saved the best for last. So for the last 3 years, on April 1st, Vinegar Syndrome's kind of had this running joke where if you donate $8, $10, you'll get something come Black Friday sale in November. The first year was a lenticular slipcover for The Invisible Maniac. The second year was an alternate cover for the slasher film Fatal Games. Now this year it was like $24. So people were thinking that's got to be a movie, right? It's got to be, that's 3 times as much as what we've been paying. So come to find out it was a movie, probably something that would be part of VSA, which is more action. It's completely white. It is blank. So what could this possibly be? It's the movie in the banner behind me. Jeff Speakman with this big porn stash from the 80s looking like Keith Hernandez on the episode of Seinfeld. It's Side Roads. And yeah, there's a nice boobylicious artwork. Looks like kind of like direct-to-video action. Jeff Speakman, I think his biggest movie ever was The Perfect Weapon. This just looks like a hot trash. It looks like silly fun. And here's the kicker. So the artwork is blank. Some of the biggest whiny little bitches on the internet are Vinegar Syndrome fans who love to complain about artwork. So to me, this was a passive-aggressive trolling move by Vinegar Syndrome. They said, okay, you don't like our artwork? Here's some crayons. Here's a blank slipcover. Make your own damn cover. And I think it's hilarious. I'm not going to draw on it because the best I could do is stick figures. But I'm going to leave it. It's going to be like the Beatles' White Album. It's going to be the Vinegar Syndrome white slipcover for Side Roads. There is crayons. I've seen people online already doing little doodles and drawing stuff on it. But I think it's trolling at the best. It's a big FU. It's a middle finger. But I don't take it as a bad way. I just think it's a nice sardonic way of dealing with a lot of the people that complain about different artwork. But I just thought that was a hoot. Nobody knew exactly what was coming. It is Side Roads on Blu-ray. That was the April Fool's joke this year with some crayons. But to recap, the bigger ones on here. And remember, this was the Black Friday sale for November. This is huge titles to drop in one fell swoop. These are the big 3. Looking for Mr. Goodbar, The Keep, Blood Tracks. That's a big deal. I think as physical media collectors, we have absolutely become jaded, and we have it good. This, I've always said, is the golden era of physical media collecting. Eventually, we will peak and we will slow down. I think we're already seeing signs of it with a lot of 4K re-releases of films, but enjoy what we have now. Physical media will always be around in one form or another, but just take a deep breath. Even if every movie is not for you, cherry pick the ones you want. January 1st is 2 weeks away. I cannot believe 2024 is almost over. The first week of January in 2025 is Subscriber Week at Vinegar Syndrome. They're going to drop their new titles, their first 3 or 4 of January. There'll also be a time for people to subscribe, which I've done every year for the last 6 years. And within that schedule, they'll kind of give a description of slasher film 80s, creature feature 90s, but they'll give little hints, probably 4 or 5 films that you're definitely going to get as part of the 2025 subscription. I've already banked money for it. So yeah, quite a bit of a haul here. A nice way to end the year. What did you guys pick up? Were you happy with the sale? Do you think Vinegar Syndrome outdid Severin? I do. Severin did a lot of 4K upgrades. I only picked up one movie, which was The Mask of Satan. A couple other films I don't own. I will wait till they go on sale. But yeah, what did you guys pick up? What are you guys hoping you get for Christmas? Thank you guys for watching. Stay scared and get to your movie watching, and don't let your movies back up. Watch them. If you buy them, there's a point because you want to watch them. Don't collect just to be like all the cool kids, right? And here's pictures. Watch your films. The movies are what's important. Thank you. Talk to you soon.